Hi. All right. So we're going to go over what the nutrition looks like for the carb cycle shred. Okay. Now I have printed out everything here. Everything that you'll get will be in a PDF file. We have two options for your nutrition plan. I have a more advanced option and I have something a little bit more simple. They both work the same, except that the more advanced plan is going to give you a little bit better results because it is more narrowed in as far as being a little bit more precise. Okay. So everybody's going to get a packet full of words. So, yes, we have to read. Okay. I'd like you to read a little bit about it. What is carb cycling? Why are we doing it? What does it mean? How does it work? To make a long story short, no matter which option you choose, whether it be our boxes or our meals, our PVO, and I'll get into that in a minute, the first 6 days you are totally depleting carbs. Okay. The reason we are doing that is that if you ever hear of someone saying like I'm doing keto or you want to get your body into ketosis, yes, we all know that means you're eating low carbs, but essentially what is happening is when you get your body into ketosis, it starts to, your body doesn't know that you want to lose weight. It just knows that you want to survive. So when you do give it the little bit of carbs that it gets, it's storing it away and it uses that storage for energy. Okay. And that's great. And that's how some people lose a lot of weight on a keto plan. But it's really, really hard to sustain like that for a long period of time. What we are attempting to do in week 1 is we want to, all those carbs that were diverted into your energy stores, called your glycogen. Okay. That's what holds them. And without getting too scientific, I need to deplete those. Okay. So it's kind of like, I hate the word cleanse because it's not a cleanse, but it's kind of like getting rid of every ounce of carb in your system so we have a fresh slate. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to, on that deplete week, you're going to have no carbs at all. The only carbs you're going to get is 20 grams worth that comes from vegetables, and you're going to count them. That it will be on this plan. It's a little bit more intense. On the box plan, you don't have to count the carbs from vegetables. Okay. You don't have to worry about it, but you do have to deplete carbs. Your vegetables are essentially free. So you could see how this one's a little bit more narrowed in and this one's a little bit more flexible. Okay. You will lose a significant amount of weight in the first week. And I'm just here to be totally honest and transparent. A lot of it's going to come from water weight. Every gram of carb that you have, you store 3 grams of water. Okay. So as we're depleting those glycogen stores and we're getting rid of all the carbs in your system, you are also losing water with that. So some of your weight that you're going to lose in the beginning, sometimes people lose like 7 pounds in 1 week, and then they get really upset when the next week's only like 2. It's because you lost a lot of water weight too out of week 1. So yes, some of it's going to be the carbs and a little bit of fat coming off, but yeah, a majority of it's going to be some water weight as well. So I don't want you to, yes, be excited about it, but also know that this is just the science of your body and the way we are depleting it to refill it the proper way. Okay. So that's deplete week. Okay. You will deplete all the way until Sunday. You will have a cheat day on Sunday, a cheat meal, I should say. You'll follow the plan for Sunday and then have your cheat meal. That is also, it's all explained in this packet. Okay. That tells you about everything. And then we will begin our 6-week carbs, or 5 week after week 1 carb cycling. The difference with the plans is just about how you're tracking it. Okay. Everybody's going to follow this calendar, and it's probably backwards because I'm on selfie mode. All right. Everybody gets this calendar. Okay. This calendar is your entire 6 weeks. As you can see, week 1 is no carbs, no carbs, no carbs, no carbs, refeed, cheat meal. Okay. Then you'll see Mondays and Wednesdays are green. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays are blue. Fridays are red, and Saturdays are up. That is going to be consistent your whole 6 weeks. Okay, you're going to get used to this. Mondays and Wednesdays are green. Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays are blue. And then you have your deplete day on Fridays and your refeed or cheat meals on Saturdays. So everything is color coded. What does blue day mean? Or let's start with green because that's Monday and Wednesday, which coincides with your synergy classes because that's when you're doing strength training. All right. So our green days means we're having 120 grams of carbs on green days. Okay. That means if you are doing the PVO plan, you see this right here? Meal 1, PS. Well, what does that mean? Let's go to our cheat sheet at the bottom. P means protein, S means starch. Well, how much of that am I going to eat? Well, let's take a look. Every protein is 4 to 5 ounces. Every starch is a half cup serving or a slice of bread. Okay, so I have it all factored into here. Meal 2, you're having just a P. So you will follow, we're over here. You will follow this key every time you're on a green day. Okay, so these are your meals for green day. And say you're full and you can't get all 6 meals in. Well, in the packet, I tell you what to do about that. So there's a lot more detail about all kinds of questions you might have will be answered most likely in here when you read it. Okay, I'm just giving you the brief synopsis, the overview, right? Okay, so when you're on low days, low carb days, you're having 50 grams of carbs. Those are your keto days, okay? So that's when you're going to follow the low carb day meal plan. All right. Then we have deplete days. Every Friday you are doing no carbs. Zilch. Nothing. Depleting. Okay. So here's a deplete day. You'll be having lots of fats, full fat bacon, full fat yogurt. You're going to be able to enjoy full fat foods like that and lots of protein. And then on Saturdays, you have your refeed days. So you'll see here, look at this, free food, free food. Okay, so you get 2 meals worth that day of whatever you want. Alcohol, pizza, pasta, cake, I don't care. Enjoy it because you just earned it because you stayed structured and you cycled your other days. Okay, so that's it. These are your 4 different meal options that you're going to follow for the 6 weeks. Other option. This one is the check off boxes. It follows the same plan. I do have a little blooper on here. It does say Mondays and Thursdays for green, but if you follow the calendar, it's Mondays and Wednesdays, okay? So I'm instead of reprinting these, I'm just letting you know. Green days are Mondays and Wednesdays. Blue is Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, and then you have your Fridays and your Saturdays. Now these boxes you see here is your daily consumption. Think of it like a budget. This is your budget for the day. So let's look at a low day. You get 4 protein boxes, 3 fat boxes, 2 starches, 1 fruit, and 3 veggies. I don't care how you eat it. It's not like this one where it tells you the food combinations. You can eat it all at once for all I care. If in an hour, if you eat all your budget in an hour, that's it. You're done for the day. Okay? You can eat it in any combination you want. You just eat the box, check it off, and then your goal is to eat all and no more, no less, and check off your daily budget for the day. Okay? So you have a little dry erase marker. You could check. It's laminated. You'll get one. You'll get one. You can wipe it off. Again, your serving size per box is on the back. Okay? So the serving size per letter is the same as the serving size per box. So do you want to follow the letters and I tell you what to eat per meal? Or do you want more freedom and have your daily budget and just know to check off your boxes? That is the difference between the 2 plans, okay? You have your check off and eat it, which is a little bit simpler, or you have your meals broken down. But both plans, okay, follow the same calendar. Okay? So it's really up to you. If you want both and kind of play and see what you like better, then that's fine. This one, like I said, is very similar, just a little bit easier. This one is going to be more targeted, and this one works more with your portion, your food timing and portion control. So you'll see here, I go over your little triangle here for nutrition. Okay, the combination and portion control is covered on both. Combination and timing, it's factored into this one, not this one, right? So how is this? Again, that is why this one's a little bit more effective than this plan will be. I hope that answers your questions, guys. There's also bonus homeworks. You'll see, that's why you see a little running man on here. You don't have to do it on those days. I'm just showing you that 3 days a week you have an extra 15 minutes of cardio to do. So in your sheet, you know, you have your overview. It's going to go over your pillars. Everyone gets the calendar. Okay, this explains to you food combinations and portion control. Okay, in here it tells you, again, it's a reminder of your chart. Proteins are what, fats are what. Guidelines for week 1. I give you guidelines for cheating. Okay, then I give you a little what your day might look like this. And here's an example. I also give you an example in that packet I sent out of what I did for PO. I did the letters, okay? Because the checkoff boxes, I mean, there's not really an example I can give you because you kind of just have a piece of chicken and check your box off, right? Well, this one I show you how I do one of my meal plans. Okay, you have this on the back of your sheet. So week 1 has its own deplete week. That's in your packet, okay? We got a refeed cheat day overview here. I have a sheet on bringing back the carbs after week 1. What are the rules for bringing back carbs? Things to think about and remember. Then you, again, here's the paper that was on the back of the lamination. And then I have some notes for you, okay? And then everybody, before we do our challenge, we're going to do our fitness assessment. All right, so our before and afters. So there's a lot of good stuff. I just really ask that you please read through the packet before you ask me the questions, okay? Most of the stuff will be answered in here for you. I took a really long time to make sure I put myself in your shoes and try to cover everything I thought that you may be concerned with or questioning. And I don't want you to start this program with any confusion. I want you to feel really good about going into this. If we go into this with a plan and you know what you're doing, you're going to be successful. You're going to lose, 12 to 20 pounds. So let's do it. I mean, you let me know what plan you think you'll like so I can make sure I have enough laminated sheets for you on which option you want to do. And read through the packet. We have some time. I would read through it early, write down your notes, bring them to my attention, post them in the group, and let's have some really awesome results, guys. And if you have anybody else interested in the program, we are still taking signups. I still have 5 spots left, I think. So let me know if you want in or if you know somebody else that you want in. And if you have any other questions, there is no stupid or dumb question. I get that all the time. I didn't want to ask you that because I thought it was stupid. Never stupid or dumb question. Ask me. I don't care if it's like, hey, Kate, is chicken a protein? I have no problem answering all of your questions. I want you guys all to be successful. So I hope this video helps. And I will be here. You know where to find me. All right, guys. Talk soon.